What's good, what's great, soul family? It's your personal spiritual wellness coach and mentor, Alicia Yolanda. And I don't know who needs to hear this. Whose screen this message will pop up on today, or whose ears this will land on. As you know, we don't believe in coincidences, only divine alignment. So if you're seeing this message right now, then this message is your message. Okay, this is for the current season that you are in or that you're about to move into. Okay, see, soul family, the universe can only respond to who you know yourself to be. I know I've said it in multiple videos, but I really need you to understand this. Okay, every circumstance outside of your control is responding to the vibration of the storyline that you have going on in your mind's eye. Okay? The easiest, simplest way to shift into new experiences is to raise your expectations, soul family. Expect greater. Expect larger. Okay? Know that you can attain your desires. Know that your desires are already yours. Know that you are your desires, soul family. It's all good and gravy saying it, Alicia, but how do I actually do it? I know. Okay, everything is easier said than done. But I got you, soul family. I need you to listen up. Listen closely, okay? See, we live in a holographic universe. And no, that isn't my theory. This is scientific, okay? There's been scientific explorations and studies that are out there, okay? Physicists have completed countless research papers, and there's even videos that you can explore in your own time, soul family. So please, if you're so inclined, go check them out, okay? To be honest, check them out and get back to me, because you know we like cosmic conversations, okay? Anywho, anyway, anyhow, soul family, back to the topic of how you can attain absolutely anything that you desire, okay? And to be honest, you don't even really need to go down into the depths of the studies in which I have to be able to actually use this stuff, okay? You may never even need to do anything else other than just watch this video. And you know, all I need you to do is just know that what I'm telling you is what I do. Okay? And you can just trust that it works. Now, if you're a member of the soul family, you know trust is a big thing. Okay? So if you can trust me that this stuff works, then you don't need anything else. Okay? I unconsciously used this to manifest health. Okay, when I was in and out of hospital with uncontrolled hypertension just last year and the year before that, okay, now I'm in a place where I feel healthier than ever, okay, connecting to natural living nutritionists. In fact, I'm actually a case study for an amazing student, okay, amazing student of the practice. And I'm in talks with my doctors about coming off tablets, okay, and getting the processes in order. It is literally an amazing time to be alive, soul family, because this information of this law of assumption is out there, okay? Especially when I look back and I recognize how far I've come. Now, okay, I'll admit this process is a challenge. Not because the process itself is hard, but because we all have patterns of thought that play out in our minds daily, okay? And some of them have become so routine, so unconscious, that we don't even realize that we have them playing out in terms of their storyline in our mind's eye, until, of course, we start to use what I'm about to tell you, what I'm about to imprint, okay, into your conscious mind. Now, again, soul family, you know that this channel is never about me, you know, giving you advice. This is not an advisory service. This is literally just me telling you what I do, and you take from it what resonates with you, okay? And soul family, we are talking about the law of assumption. Now, we use this universal law every day. The simple act of assuming something is to merely accept that things and statements are true or are certain to happen without needing any physical proof. We do this every day of our lives, okay? We use it in our religious beliefs. We use it when we hear stories about others on the news or, on the grapevine or, and we hear these things without ever needing to physically be there, yet we still accept them as truth, okay? And we do this in every aspect of our lives. Even when we drive, we use this law of assumption to presume that we'll even remember how to drive, that we'll remember which right pedals to use, how to use the steering wheel, how to use the gear stick, okay? We just assume that because we've learned it, we'll remember it, okay? We'll remember the right streets to take, okay? We use it even when we travel abroad. We use the law of assumption when we presume that the pilot of our flight knows exactly what they're doing, okay? We use it when we get cozy up in bed at night. We just assume that we're going to arise the next day so we can go to sleep and have a peaceful rest. These are just like a few of the ways in which we use the law of assumption, soul family. And that, of course, is only the tip of the iceberg. But notice how when we assume that thing to be a fact, to be a truth, and we devote ourselves to that belief, notice that we don't need proof. Just the mere trust and assumption is enough. Okay? Though being conscious of this universal law, now that takes the law of assumption to the next level. Because of course we can use it unconsciously. I've done it. We all do it. But when we actively, consciously put thought and effort into it, this is what takes us up. Now, this law of assumption is powerful, and we can start to use this in our favor, okay? The sense of knowing that this law is always at play, knowing that everything is already yours, simply because you assume them to be so, okay? That is all that you need to use this, okay? You can use other processes. I mean, I do. I use visualization, I write affirmations, I use vision boards. The full works, okay? Though, for me, these are just permission slips that I give myself in order to kind of, give myself permission to, live in my assumption, to feel these things true. Because, of course, we have multiple senses, and I need them all to be activated, okay? And though I use them, they're not necessarily a necessity in order for this universal law to work, the universal law of assumption. Of course not. I mean, the universe is not just going to stop on the basis whether or not we believe it or not, whether or not we write affirmations or not. No, it's always going to keep going, okay? So to use this law, you don't even need to believe it to be true. You just have to recognize the instances in which you thought of someone or something or somewhere, and just the mere assumptive thought about these things, they manifest in your reality in some way, shape or form, whether or not that person calls you, whether or not you're scrolling through the gram and you see that thing that you were just thinking about on there, okay? This is powerful stuff that I'm talking to you about, soul family. The art of assumption tells you that all of your desires are already yours, because you can't even assume them. You can't even desire them unless they're in your atmosphere, okay? Your responsibility is just to assume your position in the having of those things. Now, this is why I mentioned just prior that I still explore visualization techniques, okay? And I still use affirmative statements, because often we have busy lifestyles and our minds find it challenging to just focus into the realm of where things exist first, okay? Where our manifested desires exist. So I use my creative powers to call that realm into my reality, okay? Call that realm into myself with visualization techniques, with affirmative techniques, okay? I see the image in my mind's eye. I even feel the image with my physical senses, okay? I'm in the middle of it all. What I can feel, what I see, what I taste, what I hear, what I smell, all of them, okay? I activate that in my being and bring that imagined scene to life within me. I don't need to see anything pan out in the 3D. It is already alive within me. This is what I mean about when I say we are our desires, because we can physically embody that within ourselves, okay? Now, I will only maybe use one scene, and for me, the one scene has to be a powerful one. I visualize something that is the ultimate statement. It's the ultimate statement point to me already having my desire, okay? Okay, when it came down to my health, for example, soul family, I saw myself in my best state. I saw myself in my mind's eye having conversations with my docs and my consultants about them telling me my blood pressure is great off of the tablets, okay? I saw myself doing sports and activities of my interest. Okay, for me, that's just jiu-jitsu, okay? Or being in the gym, okay? I saw myself consuming things that promoted health. Now I have an amazing cupboard filled with medicinal herbs, teas, okay, and supplements. And all of these things promote health. And of course, I'm very much connected to a natural living practitioner, natural nutritional living nutritional practitioner. Okay, so everything that I'm doing, I'm also doing it health-wise from a natural nutrition perspective. Excuse me, soul family. I'm not even cutting that out. It's whatever, innit? I promise you, soul family, I didn't have to force or push or beg in order to align with any of these things. I simply saw myself as my greatest version. I saw myself happy, doing the things that I enjoy. I felt it in my soul. I saw it in my mind's eye. And my body did the hard work, okay? The body did the work in getting me there. I didn't need to believe in the concept, okay? I just traveled to the space in my mind's eye where it existed, okay? Simply because I enjoyed meditating on these things. I enjoyed thinking about them. I enjoyed the feeling that it gave me, and boom. Things outside of myself in the 3D realm moved in alignment with what I saw. Okay? It's like my perceptions opened up and I began seeing opportunities. My ears would even tune into conversations outside of myself that would be confirming back to me the things that I'm visualizing. Everything started happening in my favor. Okay? All from the simple assumption that it is so, and the visualizations that took me there before my body arrived. Are you getting this, soul family? Believe that the things you want already exists in your life, and you will see it. You will manifest it, soul family. You will hop onto the timeline in which it exists. No one else around you needs to change. You need not worry about anything else other than your assumptions, soul family. Because we are multidimensional beings, okay? We simply just get into the dimension where our desires reside. That's the magic, if you want to call it that. Now, soul family, if you want to know more, if you want me to go deeper into the law of assumption, if you have even any unanswered questions, you know what to do. Hit me up in my inbox, my emails. Pop me a question in the comments, okay? It's completely up to you as how you reach out, as long as you reach out, okay? Because I love having these cosmic conversations with you, okay? In the meantime, soul family, thank you for sharing these videos with your friends and your family. Thank you for the likes and support, okay? Thank you for the words of affirmations, the words of encouragement that you leave for me and other members of the Soul Tribe, okay? Just thank you for all things that you do, Soul Family. As always, one love, be love. You know we see love. Irie Blessings.